These are white spikes. Alien creatures soon become dangerous and dangerous. Ended humanity in 2051. Made Chris Pratt descend from outer space. Give up your passion for hunting dinosaurs and your passion for baseball. To plunge into a future war and stop them. So how did the white spikes overwhelm humanity? Where do they come from? What made them choose the Earth? And will they return in the future? Those are the questions that I will answer in today's video. First, white spikes appear in The Tomorrow War, an original action masterpiece produced by screenwriters Acme. Films that follow Dan Forrester, a biology teacher and former U.S. soldier on a journey to the future to protect the present. This is a live-action work on an online service, owning the most successful debut this summer. The movie was originally scheduled to hit theaters, but the stressful COVID situation has made future wars reluctant to crawl into the house and broadcast on Amazon Prime. With a production cost of up to $200 million, the film certainly consumed a large amount of money from the boss. Billionaire will become the world's most 007 villain.
Every Amazon customer, because you guys paid for all of this.
The Tomorrow War has a fresh idea, stable acting by Chris Pratt, beautiful techniques, meaningful messages about family, and especially a story that is simple but still makes many viewers scratch their heads. Run now to find an explanation video. So, the first question we need to answer is, how did the white spikes destroy humanity? In the film, the term white spikes was first used after the warriors from 2051 returned to the present to ask for help. In the future they have invaded and swept the Earth, reducing the human population to 500,000. The number of survivors also decreased rapidly over time. Just like the number of days I feel the sun and the wind. Lately, how can they live the most when their enemies are fearsome monsters like this? Note: the next part of the video will reveal the most important information of the Tomorrow War, so please be careful before watching. The white spikes, originally designed to be more like a sea monster with long squid-like tentacles, to be more like. After 67 edits, they have turned into a terrestrial creature with the ability to hunt swarms using sound. They can communicate with each other, even strategize attacks. The white spikes have shells tough enough to take machine gun bullets without any damage. They have 8 flexible legs in which the 2 legs on their back can shoot bullets to take down prey from a distance. This is the result of Chris Pratt's creativity in a brainstorming session. Besides shaping the white spikes, it's not coincidental that it looks like a shrimp or a grasshopper, because that is the intention of the director. He didn't just want the monsters to look like insects, but also want them to have a barren, old, ancient look. And most importantly, always look like you're crazy hungry, like the xenomorphs. Fantasy creatures have a great influence on shaping. Maybe that's why the white spikes can smell blood from miles away. And not just strong enough to flip a Humvee. The white spikes also have formidable acceleration. Can glide like flying squirrels and swim faster than Michael Phelps. In the film, for some reason, they go down to their lair once every 6 days. Humans call this custom the Shabbat day, based on the holiday and Saturday in Judaism, and utilize it to move safely on the ground. An interesting point is, most of the white spikes that hunt on the ground are soldiers and are all males. They are overwhelming in number, but are much less important and less scary than the female, and like ants. White spikes also have a female capable of laying hundreds and thousands of eggs to create a mighty army. This can be considered as their queen. That's why the males of this species are always ready to sacrifice themselves for the female. And that's why people try to stop them from laying more eggs. In the second half of the movie, after being captured by humans, the howl of the queen white spikes can summon swarms from more than 40 kilometers. Then, with a small number of soldiers, how did humans kill the white spikes? Not only hard-skinned but also stubborn. And this is almost invincible. The answer is given by the filmmakers. That is, using a poison capable of destroying their biological cells. In the film, daughter Maury Forrester of the protagonist Dan, it was he who made this compound. At first, Maury's compound only works on males. Because as science has proven, males often do not live as long as females. But after collaborating with Dan, Maury has successfully created an insecticidal compound with an expected efficiency level of up to 99.9%. Applies to all females. After Maury sacrificed herself, Dan successfully tested the compound. Come on. The next question that we must find the answer to is, where do these white spikes come from? And why did they choose Earth to invade? In the future war in the summer of 2048, the white spikes officially appeared to invade the Earth. There is no indication that they were dropped from outer space. All that mankind knew at that time. They were suddenly radiating from a remote area in the north of Russia. By the way, if you are a person who has not seen the movie and wondering why people don't use time travel technology, return to 2048 to kill them from the egg, then I have the answer. Time travel technology in the Tomorrow War. As far as I know, it was completed after the white spikes appeared. Here the difference of the movie is, this technology can only help humans jump a fixed amount of time, with two milestones of 2021 and 2051, together on the flow of time.
Company placed two rafts on that river, 30 years apart. Now we can jump back and forth between them, but both rafts will always keep moving forward.
At the same time, due to facing apocalyptic danger, so humanity's meager resources are not enough for us to invest in time travel technology and take it to the next level. Besides, the Tomorrow War also cleverly circumvents the laws of time travel by not letting any of the film's characters meet their past or future versions, thereby ensuring the logic of the film. In the film, when the last stronghold was engulfed in flames, marked the end of humanity in 2051. It's also when the main character Dan Forrester with the extermination compound White Spikes expires 7 days in the future and is sent back to the present after receiving help for students and teammates. We found out that the White Spikes did not come to Earth from the future. Directed by Chris McKay, affirmed, the horror work of Life the Thing is his favorite movie of all time. So Act 3 of the movie also brings us to the same scene, in the remote, snow-covered regions of Russia, where even Putin must be afraid. The brave warriors of the movie found an alien ship trapped in the ice for millennia. Turns out the similarity doesn't just stop at the Thing but I encroach on Prometheus. When the white spikes are actually a form of biological weapon, being transported by another alien race, it got unlucky and fell to Earth. Done the Earth as the goal? Or is everything just a coincidence? The movie doesn't make it clear. In the future, global warming has melted the ice covering the ship. From there released the white spikes. At the end of the movie, Dan's comrades sacrificed themselves to kill the white spikes. Unfortunately, there is still one last female left. After working with his father, who recently retired, the position of city prosecutor, they successfully inserted the compound and killed this white spikes before it could lay any more eggs. Different from the timeline of 2051. In this timeline, the white spikes seem to have been eliminated and will never appear. Right. This means that the ending of the Tomorrow War confirms that there are at least two separate timelines in the film. One is the timeline of the future, with the invasion of monsters in 2048 when they emerged from Russia. And two is the main character's timeline. It should have suffered the same fate as the other timeline, but it was temporarily safe. And in July this year, according to exclusive sources from Deadline, production company Skydane and Amazon Studios are in talks to make a sequel of Future War. However, at the moment, no information about this movie has been revealed. If the film is really a sequel, I hope it will answer some of the following questions. The first, is the alien race transporting the white spikes the one who created them? Or is it just a shipper? If not, then who created this monster? And what is their real purpose? Second, is there a millennium-long Star War going on out there? There are white spikes that are pawns sent to clear out the opponent's house. Third, is the ship itself going back in time of the war? Did I just mention that actually happens in the universe? Because if humans are in a difficult time, they can still create time travel technology. So why can't advanced alien species? Or am I watching too many Marvel movies? And then is the source of the ability and future expectations of White Spikes the Tomorrow War? Have you seen the movie yet? Are you also impressed with the appearance of these monsters? Also the biggest advantages and disadvantages. What do you see in the Tomorrow War? Leave a comment below and let us know. Thank you all for watching this video.